Okay, I just switched from my trading chart to this chart so that I can actually make things a little clear for you guys. However, well, let's see where it is now reacting. The reason I just marked the unfilled is because if price comes to this fair value, like the original fair value is from this part, if it comes there, it will take that sell side liquidity. That's where it created the equal. But if it takes that below that area, that's how far I want to see like how market reacts from that area. That's why I just marked there. Okay, you don't need to use it as the way I'm showing you, but there is nothing wrong marking from here. Okay, because that's the original breakaway gap on the 15 minutes. So yeah, welcome back guys. I'm sorry because I couldn't actually manage time to post new videos. I have saved a lot of contents for my channel and you guys, but unfortunately I was a bit sick for last couple of days, and at the same time the vacation that I had, I wanted to enjoy that part as well. So as a result, I wanted to take break from everything. Even I didn't even look into the chart before the January, like when market opened. From then I started looking into chart, and today I have selected a few questions that I'm receiving from my previous videos, and if I'm not wrong, so many people has so many questions. So I thought rather than talking about how you can execute or how you can implement your strategy in terms of trading, I wanted to talk about your questions and answers, because it's sometimes hard to answer all the things in comments or writing comments. However, let's see, like this was expected. I was expecting this sort of move because the buy side that I was expecting, that has been taken. Now London sell side has been taken with this move. The reason I was expecting this is because there are so many news event here. I hope you can see this. I will just zoom the chart. So many news, and you see the previous one and the forecasted one, like the expected one, they were expecting a better result out of all these things, and three of them is it's showing green positive, although it didn't change for the hourly earnings or the unemployment claim. It didn't change, but as long as it's better than the forecast, it's good for your currency pairs like US dollar index or something. So when US dollar is in a bullish situation, you will expect a bearish run like this. So for this specific moment, if you go to the DXY, you will find that it's actually going higher, and now it's retracing to the fair value or whatever it has created so far. That's where the NQ or the ES, that's creating these higher runs. Okay, since it's good, there are a lot of things price can do from this area. Let me go to the daily and let me show you what I actually meant by that. So I'm not gonna talk too much about the price action. If you are new here, I mostly focus on the previous day's close and high low. For example, from the high, I'm coming from the high because it's trading on the NQ1. There is a breakaway gap on the daily level, and if I'm not wrong, on the weekly level, a volume imbalance as well. So from that area it's trading. So let me just go to the NQ main chart. You see like this one. So I have so many things drawn over there, that's why I'm not gonna mark anything else, okay, on this chart, or I'm not gonna talk on this chart. I'm gonna talk about it on a fresh chart. So as you can see, like weekly breakaway gap, high low consequent encouragement, that's where price tapped, and now it's coming lower. However, on this one, I'll just give you a small example what I actually look for before I go to a trade or something. So on the daily level, as you can see, it's coming out from a bullish fair value gap. On top of that, you will see like it has already around this area, it has traded a daily breakaway gap. It took the liquidity that it was supposed to took here. So from this moment, which was October, I was actually bullish, and if you are with me from the beginning, you already know what I'm talking about here. Since it's a new contract, you can't see the chart here, but if you go to the other one, like this one. As you can see, that's your first fair value and second fair value. And on the ES it's even better because I mostly focus on that one. So this is where it's like reacting from, and it's going higher. So from this day, like this Friday, I was thinking of a higher run, and that's exactly what happened until that area. And now it's retracing, but it may conflict with some other people since I don't really use a entire week or entire month's bias, to be honest, while I'm trading. But yes, when you have the higher time frame point of interest, that's where it works the most. So let me start from the weekly. Okay, it will be a bit clear. So this is the weekly. As you can see, it's trading into this fair value gap. It took all the liquidities from all those swing lows and whatever it is. Jihad Khan, hi brother, how are you? Welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed today's trading. So this is the weekly fair value that is coming up from. It took the buy side liquidity. It traded, as you already saw on the NQ1, it already traded into a bearish breakaway gap. And on the weekly chart, you will see it's trading from the consequent encouragement, and now it's retracing. So let's talk about the retracement, how far it can retrace. So from the high, or from the low to the high, if you look into the OTZ, this is the fair value that aligns. You uploaded a backtesting video on London Silver Bullet. Can you say what we look for? New York Silver Bullet. I will talk about that in a bit, brother. Just stay with me. However, I will give you guys why I don't really focus too much on New York. A lot of reasons are there, but I will give you all the examples in today's live session. So on the weekly time frame, as you can see, the OTZ, or the optimal trading zone on the higher time frame, this is the fair value that aligns with it. Also, that's the first fair value of this entire move, right? So price took all these liquidities, gave you the market structure shift. Since it's weekly swing high that I'm looking, this is your market structure shift, liquidity grab, or all those liquidities that you can see on your left. It created, this is your first fair value that's aligning with your OTZ, and this is your second fair value that I'm hoping the market can possibly go higher from this. Why? If I give you the premium and discount, this fair value is sitting right below the discount, like the equilibrium level. So that's your premium above this area, and below this, that's your discount. So to go higher, since market created relative equal highs over there, like it's not exactly relative, but it's quite possible that market can go higher. Okay, like after retracing to some of these levels. Now what I'm expecting here is, if market, there is another confluence, I'll talk about it in a bit, but if market wants to come lower, this is the fair value that can send market higher, and this fair value can work as a breakaway gap. Or there is another thing. Let me go to the daily, you will understand what I'm showing here, because you see it's trading already the third fair value. Although on the weekly this fair value is also important, but on the lower time frame we don't look into the third fair value, since it takes at least 3 weeks or 21 days to form this one. During London Silver Bullet on NAS 100, SPX 500, the spread is too high. How to tackle with this problem? Okay, the first thing is, I trade the future contracts and I don't have any spread, because I pay commission for every trade that I take. So if you are using a broker that allows you to give them or pay them the commission, so what gonna happen is, for every trade, win or lose doesn't matter, when you enter into a trade, they're gonna charge you a certain amount of money. It's not too much. I think it's around like $5 to $10 in between that. Once that commission is paid, they will give you, like they will take off the spread, because the spread is for them. But if you see the spread, what I suggest is, whatever the spread here, you put, let's say it's 0.5 or 1, whatever it is showing over here, the spread. If you are using TradingView or whatever the platform you are using, whatever the spread, wherever your stop loss should be, that you are expecting. Let's say you are entering from this fair value, this low is your stop loss, you add that spread to your stop loss, and in your entry you might need to do the same. Like let's say you are entering from the top of this fair value, if there is 0.5 or 1 spread, you need to add that as well. So how you can do it is, instead of putting your entry right around this area, you can see the ticks over here, it shows the ticks, you just add that with your stop loss. So let's say this is your stop loss, which is 1000 exactly, the ticks or handles. With that you add this spread or even a little more. Let's say there is 1, so you go 1008. Since it's a weekly, it's gonna give me more. Okay, so this is where you can do it, and instead of entering here, you can add that 1 or something here as well. So this is a problem with the spread. If you are trading on a spread based broker or something, if possible, you can contract with the support, or you can check into your account settings. There might be an option that gives you or allows you to pay the commission fast beforehand. You, like whenever you enter into a trade, it will give you the commission based entry. Okay, but if you are trading future contracts like what we are doing here, you should not have any spread over there. Okay, so that's the thing. I don't really need to handle the spread, something like this. Okay, anyway, I hope that answers my your question. Bamsi, how are you, brother? I think you are from my friend's channel, if I'm not wrong. It's my first day of learning tips for, if I'm not wrong, Bamsi. I saw you on my friend's channel, which is I think ICT Trading Concept. I saw you there, if I'm not wrong. But welcome to the channel if it's first day. So I was talking about the weekly thing where it can do it. Like price can go and then go for the higher run if it's willing to do that. So that's one thing on the weekly. Okay, this is the weekly range. Now on the daily, what I'm looking at the moment is, on the daily, remember these weekly levels, I'm gonna remove it just to clear the chart. Okay, I'll just remove all the drawings. On the daily level, this is your clear swing low. Okay, that traded into these to this accumulation phase liquidity. So accumulation manipulation to the downside, that took all the accumulations liquidity. Now we were seeing the distribution, and price is trading to the range, right? If you have saw my engineered liquidity video, or the 2 ways of dealing range, this is now your dealing range, that price is coming to the discount. And if you look into the OTZ, look at this fair value, and that's your daily number 1 bullish fair value. This is where price is currently trading, right? And you will see today's rejection from this level so many times. However, I'm not going bullish straight away, and I will tell you why I'm saying that. If you are new here, I have a certain way of marking the liquidity or having the bias. I need only 5 seconds to do that. Okay, I will show you how. Let me go somewhere around, let's say like from here. I'm gonna go from here on. Okay, on this specific day, I'm looking into the chart, and I have no idea what market has done before or can do. I can go and look into that for hours, or I can simply look into another thing, which is, on this day, I'm not gonna look into a trade for sure. I'm gonna wait and observe the market. On this day, market is going higher. Is there any reason that market can go higher from there? I guess the probable reason is this order block, but let's see. Now market did one thing over here. Market took the buy side liquidity. It failed to close below this. It failed to close above that buy side liquidity. Okay, the previous day high, on this candle's high, it failed to close above that. So I'm expecting market to come lower here. It's my expectation. Okay, so I'm gonna look for only sell short setups around the next day. Okay, so on this day, it's 22 December. Although like it's a very bad time to show you this, because I know throughout the entire December it was very bullish because of the contract turnover. There was a high volume pushed during that moment. However, still I'm gonna look for only sell short. Let's see if that happened or not. It didn't happen, so most probably either I'm wrong on this day, I'm stopped out, or I didn't get any entry. But what price did on that day is, since I'm saying December, that's why I took the days off as well. Okay, So what happened here? Market took the buy side liquidity, close above the previous day's high. So on this specific day, I look for only buy, okay, buy long setup. But how I enter, I already explained in my previous videos as well. Like to enter into a long trade or short trade, let's say I want to enter into a long trade from here, okay. So this is the opening price for the next day, right? Next day price, market opens from this area. So from that area, what I want to see is market creating a low and a lower low, then going like this, okay, on the lower time frame. It can be 15 minutes, 1 hour, whatever time frame you choose to do that. And on this specific move or leg, I'm looking for that possible point from where market can reverse, like 1 hour's breakaway gap or 15 minutes breakaway gap, something like that. My bias is this high, that will be taken. However, I don't really need to, if I get an entry here, I don't really need to wait until that long. As you know, what I target or what I favor the most, wherever the clean liquidity level is, that allows me to take at least 1:2 or even bit higher take profit. I will give you live examples, don't worry, but that's how far I go. But this is giving me a high probability that market gonna go higher. So let's see if that happened or not. Definitely market went higher. Now market closed above the previous day. So now I'm still expecting something like this. Now you are looking into a very short range, okay. You are looking into a very small area that market can trade and take the liquidity from. However, what I'm looking into is, my bias is long. I'm looking for long setups only, okay, for the next day. So let's see that happens if market takes this buy side or not. Next day market took the buy side, went this far and closed below. It failed to close above that. I got my long setup, wherever it gave me, I got my profit. That's the simple thing, okay. I wait for this sort of move, doesn't matter it's a weak or not, but it's a huge move towards the upside. So I hope I'm profitable on this day, but it failed to close above. Now my bias is on this area, the sell side. I don't care how bullish the market is, how bearish the market is, I'm looking for only sell side setup. And for sell side setup, what I want to see is on next day, it opens from here, okay, like the similar area. Although it opened a bit lower over here, it's even giving me more area to trade. However, I want to see it's opening from here, it's creating this thing, M, okay, something like this, to give me the sell side setup, right? And then I can target towards the sell side liquidity wherever it gives me 1 to 2 or clean liquidity levels. I don't really need to wait until this low, because it's a daily candle that I'm talking about. I trade in 1 minute candle, so you know how many 1 minute candle there will be, okay. So that's why I'm saying, like, this day I'm looking for sell side only. Market took the sell side liquidity, and you see, like, this happened. This is where I look into my M's or possible reversal points. You will find there are some maybe breakaway gaps on hourly or 15 minutes around this level, or in a specific time as well, okay. I'm not just looking whole day to do the trade. I do it during mostly the London silver bullet, and I will give you the reason behind that. Just stay with me, since it's a live stream. I have lot of time to talk, right? I hope you guys are not getting bored. However, the next day I'm looking into a trade below this low, okay. It's a huge range, and you know by now why I'm looking it, right? Because the previous day market traded and closed below the previous day's low. That's why I'm looking at this specific low. So let's see if that's happening or not. It traded below, and see, it opened bit higher, okay, but it gave me the higher move first, then it came lower, right? Because it's a down close candle, so this high must have formed before all this happened. So I might get a very good opportunity to get that profit. Now it definitely, it's a huge candle, definitely it came lower and closed below that previous day's low. So now what's my bias is, this is where my next day target. So I'm looking for only sell shorts, okay, no matter how many buy long it gives, unless, like, why I'm saying only sell short is, I take longs as well during those days. If the movement or the liquidity or market, the price action, okay, just a second.
This is a reminder.
Hey Alexa,
New York open.
Alexa, stop. I'm sorry guys, this is how it gives me reminder, okay. Even during the silver bullet it will do the same as well, okay. However, So I'm looking for the sell short only on these days, but with experience you can take buy longs as well. Why I'm saying buy long? Because this sort of wick will be formed every day. So if you know from where to target the buy longs, you can do that as well. There will be few other things that I cannot tell you here. I have already explained it. It took the liquidity, closed below. Again I'm looking for sell short only below this low. So let's see, it took the liquidity, closed below that. Now I'm looking for this, and remember I have two fair value gaps over here. This is the breakaway gap. You see the daily, one fair value here, one fair value here. So around these areas I will be very careful. Okay, around these areas I will be careful to trade. Even though market can still come lower, it's giving me all those things, but I will be careful. And why I'm saying this, you will understand on this day, because even today as well, because I during the silver bullet, what I said, I follow that only, and I will give you some mind-blowing things. Just stay with me for a second or so. So anyway, that's the sell side. I'm going for sell side only, and that's what today is doing. Okay, now today, as I said, this area can be a possible area to reverse from, but why I'm saying possible is because, let me remove everything and just draw that fair value so that you can understand clearly. Why I'm saying this is because, yes, it's a liquidity grab market structure shift towards the downside, but at the same time on the weekly, on the daily, it has a lot of area to revisit or rebalance. Okay, so this is where market came, the 6 to 7 on the OTG on the higher time frame level. That's the only fair value you can see over there. There is no other fair value around this area. So that's the only area market can come and go higher. Now higher doesn't mean it's gonna go to this area. All I want to see is where it closes today, and by tomorrow what it does, because means Monday, because it's Friday already. So on Monday what it does, because from this move to this move I don't have a single fair value gap retested, right? So I want to see if it respects the bearish fair value or if it disrespects the bearish fair value. If it disrespects, this can be the area where market can reverse. If it respects the bearish fair value, it will come lower, take this liquidity, even this liquidity, and go to that weekly fair value that I showed you on the weekly chart, the first and second fair value. That's the area it can go, but I don't really need to worry that much, because what I just showed you, you see here what's happening. Price took the liquidity, failed to close above. It should take this liquidity, right? But I already said or explained why this move is expected, because this is your engineered liquidity accumulation phase. That's your sell side liquidity taken into a fair value gap with what? Manipulation. So accumulation, manipulation, now distributed to this far, although going above this high could have been the distribution, but I don't know, as long as it comes to my OTG. Now it came to my OTG. Now I'm pretty sure that this is the distribution range. Now if market can retrace or reverse from there, this high will be the target for the market no matter what. But there is another case. Remember what I said? But if market does something like this, from here it went there, instead of taking this buy side liquidity, even it can go even higher, like around this area. Instead of taking this buy side liquidity, it came lower and take this phase. What is this phase? This is the phase 4, right? If you have watched my previous videos, so this is all phase 1, the manipulation that happened lower, this is phase 2, the distribution that happened higher, this is phase 3, this is phase 4. So this low will be a very important low that market cannot take. But is this the low? I'm not sure. Why I'm not sure? Because I haven't get my retracement towards the upside yet. If that retracement happens from here, I will be sure that this is my number 4. Once number 4 happens, this liquidity will be most important. Why? If market fails to take that buy side liquidity from here, the only thing that will be remaining for the market to take is this sell side liquidity. Okay, because number 4 was violated, and that 4 is very important, which FBG will hold if there are more. Okay, if there are multiple, only thing you want to see is after the liquidity grab, market structure shift wherever your first and second fair value is above your other liquidity, sell side or buy side liquidity. I will give you the example. Just I hope you watched my silver bullet video, strategy video. If you watch that, you will understand what I'm saying. That's one way to understand. Like, if this one fails to hold the price, where can market go for, or what is the level that market possibly reverse from? The order block, or after taking the sell side liquidity, there will be other fair value gaps around this area. Okay, so there is your daily swing high, daily swing low. So you can look for liquidity fair value gaps above that, and if that low is taken, you will look into this low and fair value 1 and 2 above that. But there is another thing. If you are very confused regarding that, you can simply draw your OTZ or optimal trading zone, look into which fair value aligns with your 6 to 7 and 7 line level. If there are two fair values around this area, the first one will be my fair value itself, the second one will be my breakaway gap. The way breakaway gap works is something like this. It will must leave a simple portion open. It doesn't matter, 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick, doesn't matter, but it will must leave your portion open. Okay, if this is a breakaway gap, that will be your very good indication that it's keeping this open. But I don't know if New York will take this low or not, since I have already done my trading for the day and I have already seen what market was supposed to do. It already delivered that. Okay, now what I want to see is, from this fair value, market by the end of today, if it closes above that area, okay, by a tick or something like above that previous day's low, if it can close above that by the end of today on Monday, I'm going to look for only buy long setups until this liquidity is taken. Once that is taken, I will wait until where the market close. Why I'm saying this? Price took the buy side. Okay, let me remove everything on last time. Took the buy side, closed above. So what is the target for next day? This high. Took the buy side, closed above. What is the target for next day? That high. Took the buy side, closed above. What is the, like, high means, I'm not saying this high is the only thing you can target. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm saying that upward moves. Price took the liquidity, closed above. That's my target. Now took the liquidity, failed to close above. So this was the target, or the sell side was what I want to only enter into a trade for high probability entries. But what happened during this? It's December, so lot of things will be different during this moment. That's why most people don't trade. But if you, and it's not 100%, nothing is 100%, no one can be 100%. That's the first thing. But if you look into every single move from this to this, you will understand why I'm saying this and how accurate it is. Took the liquidity, but this area, you know what I mean, right? It took the liquidity from here, and this is the starting of the retracement. That's why I was bullish during this moment. Okay, so until it broke above that, I was bullish. Why? Took the liquidity, close above, liquidity, close above, liquidity, close above, liquidity, close above, liquidity, close above. Finally failed to take the liquidity, like failed to close above, but it took the liquidity, right? It first took the liquidity, failed to close above. So this low was the target. Took the liquidity, closed below. So now this low was the target. It took the liquidity, then the same day it went higher. Now this is a candle that I call inside candle. What that mean is, this is the sell side and this was the buy side, right? Price created an inside candle. It didn't take the buy side or sell side. So my bias is still towards the upside. That's what it delivered, and it closed above this high and the previous day's high. So now again my bias is this high. Took the liquidity, failed to close above. So this low is my target. Even though there are these huge candles, still targeting that low. Did market took that sell side? Yes. Failed to close above, right? Failed to close below. So now that buy side is my only target. It's going higher, took the buy side, failed. Sell side is my target. I didn't get the sell side, it took the buy side and close above. Again I'm going for the buy side. So in between I'm wrong few days, but am I wrong? Just think this way. This is what I was thinking market will take. It took it. Now I'm saying it gonna take the sell side liquidity. It didn't take it, but it gave me this sell side move. How many ticks over there? Let me check. That's 238 ticks from this small week. It's almost 60 handle. Every handle on NQ is $20. Okay, so I don't really know if this is good enough for me or not during that moment, or even I even got any trade or not. But this is why I'm saying, like, you cannot be 100% time, but if you calculate this thing, you will be right over 90-95% of the time. That's why I'm saying this sort of things. Closed above, that's the liquidity. Took the liquidity, failed to close above. Again, I'm looking for sell side delivery only. Market went higher, gave me the sell side delivery until this far, or maybe even lower. I don't care about that. I am looking into a trade whenever market is fast going higher, and at a certain level it's giving me this sort of market structure shift on the lower time frame. So sell side with this week, I'm pretty sure I got my profit. Even though it was supposed to take this liquidity, it didn't take. When these sort of things happen, okay, this was a due and this was a due. Look, later on market came and took these due liquidities. Let me go to my Twitter and let me give you one thing. What is this? ICT. Okay, I love this cat, bro. This is my friend's cat. If you know his channel, I love it. I saw some videos of his cat he sent me long ago. So this is 15th November, although I was planning to post it earlier, but somehow I forgot. That's why it's on 15th November. This is where this was ES. Okay, so this is where I said this liquidity taken, I'm expecting higher run on my friend's live stream as well. If you are watching me from back then, you will understand. This is where I'm expecting that. Now all this what I said, mark those levels and lock it on your trading view. It won't go straight there, we all know that, but that's where price is heading. Okay, what's the price during that? 45.12 of ES. What's the price of ES right now? 47 after all these falls. Okay, how far it went? What's the high? Let me check. Scale canvas, if I'm not wrong, it's on the scale, high and low. So the highest it went is 48.41.5, and that's also without the settlement. With settlement I think it's the same. Okay, anyway, so 48.41, it's 46, 48.10, 49.10. Before that it went 48.41 point something. So from this area 45 on to it went over 48, like it took all these levels. And what I write over here, due liquidity, due relative equal high, due liquidity, things like that. It took all of this. Why I said due is exactly what I was trying to show you guys here. Like when there is something due, market never leaves that due, and that's what market just did. Okay, you see, like it was due, it gave me more of the due liquidities during these sort of areas, since it's time for those shitty transfer or something. Anyway, however, it gave me all those, and there will be consolidation. So I consolidation, it took some major liquidity around that level. That's why. Anyway, consolidations during that moment, still I'm getting all sort of movement over here, and whatever due it left, it all took those dues, and finally it started going higher. Now this low, is it due? Let's see. So price took the buy side, failed to close above, the sell side was the target. Now sell side closed below, like the previous day it closed below here. So this sell side was the target, inside candle. The next time it took the liquidity from this low and failed to close below all those levels. Okay, so this level and this level, it failed to close below those. So this sell side is not a due sell side. Now on the next time I don't have a high here, but that opening price is my high. That's my high. Okay, so this is where I'm looking into buy long trades only. So price created the low, then give me a inside candle. The next time it took the liquidity of the previous day, it failed to close above. Okay, it's all my buy side deliveries, it failed to close above of this day. So what's my target? This low. It took that liquidity, it failed to close below, it eventually closed above. From here it started going up, and I already showed you all the calculations until this and this. So I hope you know how many times it works. Okay, thanks a lot, brother. I try to post very few times, mostly when I'm trying to come live or when there is something like this. So I thanked everyone if you missed it. on my YouTube community post as well for the 1500 subscribers, and it was a very good day, like 31st December. At around 7 p.m. I hit my 1500 subscribers milestone or something, although I'm not too worried about my monetization or subscribers, but it feels good to see some reactions. And thanks a lot for all of your questions in my videos and all the feedbacks that I'm getting. It's actually inspiring me. I'm very sorry that I'm not doing it properly. However, I wanted to give it a bit later. As you can see, I posted 20 hours ago that there is this discount code going on the top step. If you are trying to do that, like if you have a set strategy or something, if you're trying to do that, you can use this code on your top step checkout, and you will get 50% discount regardless of the account size. So I recently bought a $1000 100k account to make sure that I have something to provide you guys, because I don't want to provide my personal informations anymore. As I said over and over again, even I showed you guys the payout request that I'm doing from my top step account, some PNLs over here. Okay, EC Express funded, that's a PNL, profit and loss, few other things that I'm doing here. Previously I have shared this sort of things. If you missed lot of PNL, like almost every single day I'm hitting that $1,300-$1,400 worth of profit every day on a 50k account, and this is mostly when it was in the challenge stage, and I showed you the challenge completion things as well. However, enough of the proving my strategy or proving myself, I hope. Yeah, so if it can go higher, close above, that's a very good indication for market to go this high or whatever high it leaves on Monday. I will be looking for long setups if possible, but I don't actually, that's a bias. If it aligns with my bias, it's good. If not, still it's good, since I trade the silver bullet of London session only. I will give you why I'm saying this. Just give me a moment. Yeah, so this is how you can quickly get your daily bias. So if today that's what happens, price fails to close below this level, I'm gonna look for buy side liquidity wherever it creates the high above that high. Okay, and like I'm gonna look for buy long setups most of the time, as long as I'm trading on Monday. Okay, but Monday is mostly accumulation phase, so be careful. If you are not willing to take any trades, it's okay. Every day is not for trading, so you have to keep that in mind. I will give you the discount code. Let me put it somewhere here. Okay, so it's like new, it's easy. I think you guys will understand. 2024. So try this on the top step, 50% discount. I'll just write it as well. But please, I'm not associated or affiliated, nothing. I'm giving it so that if you have a set strategy, if you have been backtesting or following these things, this is a chance for you to like pay half of the money for the first month and get into a fund, like what it calls the combined challenge or something. If you can pass it, you have to pay another fees for the like one-time fees for the express account, and once you have done that, there are so many rules, go through that. I am nowhere affiliated or nothing with associated with top step. I'm just giving you so that if you're spending money, this can help you save some money as well anyway. So just for that, okay, not associated or affiliated. Okay, top step 50%. Now today, yesterday, day before yesterday, wherever you want me to go, I'm gonna go to 15 minutes chart for the first time, and let me give you a couple of things. I had so many levels drawn, so let me just go to this chart so that it can be clear to you guys. This silver bullet thing, let me delete it, and let me just explain my silver bullet entry today. Okay, so there were so many entries. Okay, like I helped my friend to actually get a lot of things. Let me check if I can show you from my, I'll just move my Facebook to the other side so that you guys don't actually join me there as well, because mostly I don't post anything related to my trading or anything, but I'll just bring a screenshot for you guys. Okay, so snipping tools, new screenshot, and I'll show you the photos. I don't know if it's a good one. Okay, it's a very bad one. Anyway, thanks for the help. I hope you can read that. Let me just remove the screenshot and let me bring out the photo that he sent me. So this is his like with the discount code he bought a 100k account. This is the same guy who actually previously got funded, like his funded account, and I showed you guys that he was thanking me regarding that. However, this is his new challenge that he is doing, and after the discount code he bought 2 challenges. So today he took only 1 trade with my help, and this is what he got. That's why he thanked me. And this is his another account with 51.2. I think he was going through some drawdowns by trying trying by himself. Then this is what he ended up with, $1,476. And I will give you my account in a different way because yeah, I have a lot to give you guys. Okay, the silver bullet that someone asked, like, you got funded with this specific strategy. Let me just bring my screenshot so that you guys can see what I did today. Where is it? Let me find it. Hope I saved it, otherwise I have to go to trading view one more time and then give you, no, not this one, because that's the express funded 1549 profit, which is this one I'm talking about on the office screen. Okay, this the express funded 1549, but that's not the screenshot I was supposed to share with you guys. That's another day with express funded 933. Anyway, a lot guys. Okay, finally I found it. Is it? Oh yeah. So this is a 100k challenge that I also bought. As you can see, I'm gonna come to the account. Okay, this is today's silver bullet. This is why I took the screenshot with the chart as well, so that you can see Friday 24 January 5th 3 AM to 4 AM I have the silver bullet marked. This is what I made today during the silver bullet, because I took some partial, and also it's a new challenge account of 100k that I'm planning to share every single trade, win or lose, with you guys in a separate video. I will be recording it live and do some editing just to make it shorter, and I will be sharing every single. So this is day 2. By day 2 I have this. Why day 2 is because I got the discount code like last night in Sydney time. I got it like early in the morning. I bought the challenge. I set a entry on the 15 minutes chart. Okay, hear me out, this is a funny story. I set the entry. I was waiting for the retracement to my entry so that I can get the entry, but by that time I had my morning prayer time. Like, the morning prayer time was very close to that specific moment, so I just left the position like that, like put the entry, stop loss, take profit, everything like that, and I went to the mosque. It's very close to my house, so I went to the mosque, said my morning prayer, and then when I came back I was already in the trade and running around $1,000 or something profit. So I just closed the day around that area because it was going very crazy. Like, it was around 7 o'clock in the morning in Australia. That's why I don't trade the New York PM session especially. Even the AM session, it's already 1:24 AM okay now. So I cannot do it every single day, since I have another full-time job like the job I do, and this is my passion. I'm not gonna leave my job straight away. It's necessary because that job is helping me to take days off from trading. Also, this trading is helping me to take days off from my work as well. So it's helping me in both ways. Okay, so it's reducing the pressure on my head that I must have to make money, I must have to withdraw money. I don't have any urgency like that, since I have a well-paid job. However, anyway, I cannot trade every day. This is today's PNL 2346. This could have been a huge, but this is a funded account, what it calls the challenge account, and I cannot take more than $3,000 profit. So I closed some partials at some specific levels. Like on this specific high I closed 2 lots. This specific high I just closed a little bit because my entry was exactly on that candle's wick. I will come to that, why I entered here, not from any other places, or why I added some positions, things like that. I'm gonna explain one by one. However, this is today's PNL, and about the yesterday's PNL, let me just go to my top step on the office screen, and I will share with you a screenshot taking live. Okay, like I'm just gonna take the screenshot on my other screen and bring it to you guys. So where is it? Here. So that's the screenshot I just took. I didn't even save it. You will see me when I'm closing this window, it will ask me to save the thing. So this is day one, that's what I was talking. This is what I, oh, wrong color because it's already in black. This is what I took on day one. You see, days completed 100% winning days, status open, so $1,034 in profit, and this is what I closed that day, like yesterday in New York time, but for my time it's the same day, early morning, okay, or midnight, something like that. So that's day one. I'm gonna give you another screenshot so that you can understand that what I'm saying here is actually making sense. That's the only day that I traded, January 4th, 1034.80. So need PNL high. So this account I have saved the entries, but unfortunately I couldn't start my what it calls recording from the very beginning. As a result, you will see I'm already in a trade. That's why I'm trying to combine those entries, and whatever happens in this 100k account, I'm gonna, oh sorry, this is paper trading, like in my 100k account, the challenge account, I'm gonna show you everything, whatever it is, lose, win, I don't care. And I hope I didn't miss a lot of your comment. Vamsi, thanks a lot for your congratulations. Thank you. However, let me explain my London silver bullet. My silver bullet strategy says if the Asia sessions sell side is taken, I look for buy long. If the Asia sessions buy side is taken, I look for sell short. Okay, but from a certain level. Here what happened is, if you look into this area, I have all of this even in my video. Let me bring a little portion of that video so that you understand what I'm saying here. Yeah, I need to mute it because there is someone talking in the background on you see this. Okay, look where I can show you actually, just a second. You see this sell limit, the partial that I'm talking about. Okay, I didn't take this partial, I cancelled that one later on, and that's the all four. I have 1500 here. I already closed some partial at this side, and I think one lot at this side and two partials at here, but I left most of my position for that high to be hit. This is the video from today, you see, Friday. Anyway, but you see this target BSL that I have written over there, it's before even like market came to this low. Okay, I wrote that, as you can see here. What I wrote here is London silver bullet or New York sell side. Okay, sorry, New York target for BSL. Why I said London silver bullet or is because market was literally keeping all the fair values above unfilled and coming lower, and there is this sell side liquidity. So let me just go to the replay mode, you will get confused otherwise. Okay, so there is this sell side liquidity that price didn't take until that moment, but it was heading towards that, and that's the daily fair value gap that I was talking about on the other chart, that market can possibly reverse from this area for a pullback or something, whatever it is. I don't really need that bias for long time, because as you saw, like on the daily chart, how I can just look for my entries or high probability setups over there, because that's you look into your chart, you backtest that, you will understand what I'm talking here. Let me just close this one. So when market came to this area, what I saw was it took the liquidity here. It's a random area, right? But let me give you the kill zone. You see the Asia sessions high, it took this high inside of a 15 minutes breakaway gap. Why it's a breakaway gap? For until this side to this low, that's the only fair value gap, and price took all the upper portion unfilled and it is breaking away from that area. That's why it's breakaway gap. Okay, because the main fair value gap happened around this area. You see this fair value, it just tapped by this. I have another fair value above there. Why I wrote it here? It's equal buy side on 15 minutes. I wrote that because that's equal buy side for me. If I go to 1 minute, it will be equal, like two swing highs over there. However, this is not what I'm